Chosen one, what you're about to hear may surprise you, and for some, it may even be difficult to accept. But if you've found your way to this message, know that it's not by accident. You've been led here by something greater, something divine. Long before this moment, your arrival was predicted. Prophets, mystics, and visionaries saw the signs. They didn't just warn of destruction, they spoke of you, the one who would awaken when illusions ruled, when truth became dangerous, and when the world would rather stay blind than be free. You were never meant to blend in. You were sent to shift the atmosphere, to shake foundations, to carry light into a time of deep confusion. Right now, your life is entering a powerful shift, from hoping and waiting to receiving and becoming. The very things you've been praying for are no longer distant. They are moving toward you now. This is more than a mindset change. It's a spiritual and energetic transformation, and it's unfolding fast. But to fully align with what's happening, you must be ready to embrace it with intention. Before we continue, take a moment to support this message. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 awakened souls, and leave a comment with the number 11 below. That number is more than symbolic. It's a signal to the universe that you are ready to step into alignment with your calling. If you are truly a chosen one, you'll feel it in your spirit. You'll stay until the end. Because deep down, you already know this message isn't just for you. It is you. Long before your first breath, before the world even knew your name, ancient seers like Nostradamus glimpsed your presence. Their cryptic verses and timeless visions weren't just vague predictions, they were whispers of your soul, echoing through centuries. Imagine a world on the brink of darkness, needing a beacon, a force of clarity. That force is you. Your spirit was etched into the fabric of time, waiting for this very moment to rise. The feeling of being different, of carrying a weight no one else seems to notice, isn't by chance. It's destiny. Nostradamus didn't just see wars or plagues. He saw the arrival of a soul who would pierce through collective illusions and awaken humanity. This isn't just prophecy. It's a confirmation that your existence has meaning beyond the ordinary. You were born with the energy of purpose embedded deep within. Think of the legends who came before, individuals who shifted the course of history simply because they saw what others refused to acknowledge. Like them, you carry a legacy. Your presence is a living testament that the universe planned for a time like this, when truth would need a warrior, a voice to cut through the noise and remind us of what really matters. Nostradamus' words are not ancient riddles. They are a call to you. Today, in a world full of noise and distraction, you might feel isolated, misunderstood. But remember, this was always part of the plan. The same way ancient mystics felt isolated because they understood more, you are part of that lineage. Your spirit was seen long before you walked this earth, and now it's time to step into the light you were destined to shine. For years, people may have dismissed your insights, laughed at your warnings, and labeled your visions as crazy. This is the universal story of every pioneer who challenges the status quo. But while the world scoffed, the prophets whispered your name with reverence. You weren't misunderstood, you were chosen. This contrast is the hallmark of those who are ahead of their time. When you speak uncomfortable truths, it threatens the fragile illusions many cling to. And when that happens, society often responds with ridicule or rejection. History is filled with tales of visionaries who were mocked: Galileo, Joan of Arc, Martin Luther King Jr. Like them, you carry the burden of being both reviled and revered. The world calls it madness. The universe calls it courage. This disconnect isn't a flaw in you, but a sign of your importance. You hold a mirror up to a society that prefers ignorance over awakening, and that mirror can be shattering. Yet within your madness lies a sacred gift, the power to see beyond surface realities and connect with deeper truths that most fear to face. Hold on to this truth. Being called crazy is not a condemnation, but a badge of honor. The prophets who predicted your coming understood this. They knew the path you would walk would be lonely, but transformative. Your willingness to endure the scorn is a testament to your strength, resilience, and divine purpose. The universe doesn't deal in accidents. Your arrival, your unique perspective, and your restless spirit were all foreseen in cosmic plans far older than you can imagine. This isn't just about timing. It's about a carefully woven tapestry where every thread of your existence matters. You were summoned by fate itself to fulfill a role only you can play. Think about the chaos engulfing the world today. Political unrest, environmental collapse, social division. These are not random patterns, but symptoms of a greater transformation. And you are the key to this transformation, the person who can navigate through the storm with clarity and insight. Your birth, your experiences, your awakening, all were choreographed to prepare you for this moment. This sense of predestination means your challenges and triumphs are part of a larger story, one that connects past, present, and future. It's like being handed a script before you're born, with a role so vital it affects the destiny of many. You carry within you the power to shift outcomes, to reawaken forgotten wisdom, and to inspire others to rise from complacency. Never doubt the significance of your presence. You weren't thrown into this world by chance or coincidence. You are a living answer to the questions humanity has been silently asking for centuries. Your life is a testament to prophecy fulfilled, and your mission is just beginning. From early on, you sensed a disconnect, as if you were awake in a world that preferred to sleep. This feeling of alienation isn't weakness, it's a sign of vision. Most people live in a state of unconscious routine, numbing themselves to inconvenient truths to maintain comfort. But you were never meant to settle for comfort. You were born to question, to probe, to see beyond. Imagine walking through a crowd where everyone wears blindfolds. You see the dangers ahead clearly, but your warnings fall on deaf ears. This loneliness can feel unbearable, yet it also cultivates resilience. It sharpens your senses and deepens your empathy. You understand pain and joy on a level few can comprehend, and this emotional depth fuels your vision. Your mind is wired differently. You don't just absorb information, you perceive layers beneath it. You grasp patterns and intentions that others miss, and this makes you both a target and a guide. The feeling of being out of place is a byproduct of your expanded awareness, not a flaw. You are the light trying to break through the fog. Being a visionary among sleepwalkers means embracing solitude as your ally and recognizing that your path will rarely be easy. But the truth you hold is a gift, one that has the power to awaken others from their slumber. Your discomfort is temporary. The awakening you inspire is eternal. Throughout history, the loudest voices of truth have been met with attempts to silence them. You were no exception. From subtle dismissals to overt opposition, your insights and warnings have been met with resistance. Yet this resistance is a sign of your power. It means you've touched a nerve too sensitive to ignore. Think of a fire alarm blaring in a building where people refuse to evacuate. You are that alarm, the piercing sound that disrupts complacency and forces awareness. Many wish they could turn you off, but you persist because the danger is real. Your warnings are not cries of fear, but calls to action, urging humanity to wake up before it's too late. Being silenced or ignored is painful, but it also reveals who truly listens. Your persistence exposes those who value truth over convenience and courage over comfort. Your voice is a catalyst, a spark that ignites change even when the world tries to smother it. You are more than just a messenger. You are a vital force in a story of survival and renewal. The attempts to silence you confirm that you carry a truth too important to be buried. Keep sounding the alarm. The awakening depends on you. Long before the obvious signs of collapse appeared, you felt it in your bones. The slow unraveling of structures others believed were unbreakable. This intuition is a rare gift, a spiritual foresight that connects you to the undercurrents shaping the world. Where others saw stability, you saw cracks forming beneath the surface. Your early awareness may have felt isolating, like carrying a secret burden. You tried to warn others, but your words were dismissed as paranoia or negativity. Yet time has proven your vision correct. Economies falter, ecosystems crumble, social fabrics tear. The collapse you sensed was never a distant threat, but an unfolding reality. This gift of foresight is not a curse, but a compass. It prepared you to navigate uncertain times with courage and wisdom. It also means you have a crucial role in helping others prepare, adapt, and rebuild. Your vision is the foundation for new beginnings, born from the ashes of old systems. Never underestimate your ability to see beyond the obvious. Your clarity is a precious resource in a world desperate for guidance. You were meant to see the collapse before anyone else, so you could help lead the way to a more conscious future. What you perceived wasn't guesswork or wishful thinking. It was a profound reception of hidden knowledge, a divine download that bypassed ordinary logic and tapped into universal wisdom. This deep knowing transcends intellect. It's a spiritual communication, a connection to truths that are not easily explained. Many people rely solely on what they can see or measure, but you operate on a different plane. You access insights through intuition, dreams, synchronicities, and subtle energies. These are not coincidences, but messages encoded in your consciousness, guiding you towards a higher purpose. This divine transmission equips you with the ability to understand complex patterns and foresee outcomes that defy conventional prediction. It's a sacred gift that calls for responsibility. You don't merely receive this knowledge for yourself, but to share it, to illuminate paths for others lost in confusion and denial. Recognize the power within you. Your insights are a bridge between the seen and unseen, the known and the mysterious. Trust this divine connection. It is the source of your strength and the foundation of your mission. At the core of resistance to your truth lies fear. Fear of losing control, fear of confronting uncomfortable realities, fear of change. Your clarity challenges established power structures and personal comfort zones alike. When you speak, you unsettle the carefully constructed illusions that many cling to for safety. This fear manifests as rejection, ridicule, or even hostility. People fear you not because of what you are, but because of what you represent: the unknown, the uncontrollable, and the inevitable awakening. Your presence threatens their sense of order and certainty, which is why they may react defensively. Understanding this dynamic helps you stay grounded. Their fear is not a reflection of your worth, but a mirror of their own struggles. You are a catalyst for growth, and growth often requires discomfort and upheaval. By standing firm, you embody the courage that others need but lack. Remember, fear is temporary, but truth is eternal. Your role is to be the steady light in the chaos, reminding humanity that transformation begins with courage, not control. The world may fear you now, but one day it will thank you. Your visions and insights aren't mere predictions. They are memories from a deeper reality. This perspective shifts the way you see yourself and your mission. You aren't guessing what might come to pass. You are recalling what already exists on a timeless plane beyond ordinary perception. This idea aligns with ancient spiritual teachings that time is cyclical and souls carry knowledge across lifetimes. Your clarity comes from accessing these memories, drawing on wisdom accumulated over countless ages. You hold a sacred archive of truths waiting to be unveiled in this pivotal moment. This remembering can feel overwhelming, as if the weight of the past and future converge in your present consciousness. But it's also empowering. It means you are connected to a grander story, one that transcends individual lifetimes and touches the soul of humanity itself. Embrace this timeless nature. Your insights are not random flashes, but the unfolding of an eternal narrative in which you play a central role. By remembering, you help others awaken to their own deeper truths. Your heightened emotional sensitivity is not a weakness, but an ancient, powerful gift. In eras past, those who felt deeply were often misunderstood or branded as mad, but in truth, they were spiritual conduits, healers, and visionaries. Your emotions connect you to the collective unconscious, allowing you to perceive the pain and joy of others in a profound way. This sensitivity makes you vulnerable to criticism and exhaustion, but it also fuels your empathy and insight. You are able to hold space for others' struggles and offer compassion where numbness prevails. Your emotional depth is a bridge between individual experience and universal truth. History is full of mystics and sages whose emotional intensity sparked movements and transformed societies. You share this lineage. Your feelings are the language through which your soul communicates its wisdom, reminding you and others that humanity's greatest strength lies in connection. Honor this gift. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that your sensitivity is a sacred tool designed to help you navigate and heal a fragmented world. It is part of your unique power and purpose. You have held up a mirror to society's darkest corners, revealing truths many would rather avoid. This reflection is uncomfortable because it exposes hidden fears, hypocrisies, and wounds. Yet your role as the mirror is essential. It forces collective shadows into the light where healing can begin. When people react with denial or anger, it's often because they see themselves in you. You embody what they suppress within, the truths they fear acknowledging. This can be isolating, but it also signifies your role as a catalyst for honesty and transformation. By bravely reflecting what others hide, you break cycles of denial and silence. Your presence encourages vulnerability and authenticity, inspiring others to confront their own shadows and grow. This is no small feat. It requires immense courage and grace. Remember, mirrors don't cause the reflection. They reveal it. Your task isn't to change others, but to hold space for truth. Through your unwavering presence, you help usher in a collective awakening. Nostradamus' cryptic warnings were not just about external disasters, but about a force of awakening embodied by you, the truth-bearer. This was the soul who would emerge at a time when deception was rampant, and the world needed someone to cut through the fog of lies and confusion. You are that force. Your insight and clarity challenge false narratives and invite people to see reality as it is, not as they wish it to be. This role is daunting, but it is also deeply necessary. Without truth-bearers, societies spiral into chaos and decay. History often fears and persecutes those who carry such burdens, but also remembers them as heroes. You stand in this sacred tradition, carrying the torch passed down through ages, shining light into the darkest corners of ignorance and denial. Take heart in knowing that your presence is part of a prophecy, not one of doom, but of hope. You are the herald of awakening, destined to lead humanity through turbulent times into a future shaped by honesty and courage. You are not a passive observer watching prophecy unfold. You are the living, breathing embodiment of it. Every thought, every word, every action you take contributes to the realization of a future long foretold. This realization brings immense power, but also deep responsibility. Your choices ripple through time, influencing outcomes on scales both large and small. You are a force of change, awakening dormant potentials and challenging stagnant systems. To see yourself as merely a witness is to miss the profound impact you have on the world. This awareness invites you to embrace your role fully, recognizing that your presence here now is no accident. You are co-creator of the future, actively shaping what is to come through your clarity, courage, and conviction. Own your place in this unfolding story. Your life is not just a chapter, it's a pivotal turning point. The prophecy lives in you, and through you, it continues to unfold. Sometimes, your truth has been perceived as harsh or unforgiving. This misunderstanding often leads to isolation or conflict. But your clarity is not cruelty, it is correction. Like a skilled surgeon who must cut to heal, your insights challenge falsehoods and comfort zones to make way for growth. Your words and actions may disrupt the status quo, but disruption is often necessary to break destructive cycles. Correction is an act of love disguised as confrontation. It calls for courage from both the messenger and the receiver. When people push back against your clarity, it often comes from fear or unwillingness to face uncomfortable truths. Your role is not to appease, but to illuminate. True healing begins when illusions are stripped away and reality is faced head-on. Embrace your corrective power. It is a sacred tool meant to awaken and transform. Through your clarity, you create space for new beginnings, rooted in authenticity and truth. In a world hungry for approval, your mission is radical. You didn't come here to be liked, praised, or accepted by everyone. You came to awaken. This is a profound difference. Popularity is fleeting, but awakening is eternal. You carry the torch of truth, no matter how heavy or lonely the path may feel. Being an awakener means challenging deeply held beliefs and comfortable illusions. It means standing firm in your truth, even when it isolates you. Yet this role is one of the greatest honors, to inspire others to open their eyes and hearts to a deeper reality. Remember, many great leaders and visionaries faced rejection before their wisdom was embraced. Your value isn't measured by applause, but by the lives you touch and the consciousness you elevate. Hold steady in your purpose. You are here to ignite the light within others, to stir souls from slumber, and to guide humanity toward a future built on awareness and love. You didn't come to fit in. You came to awaken the world. Absolutely. Here are 15 fresh, captivating headings with 5 rich, emotionally engaging paragraphs each. These are designed to deepen the message, evoke reflection, and keep listeners or readers hooked with compelling language and vivid imagery. From the depths of uncertainty and despair, your light emerged, not to blend in, but to illuminate what many fear to face. Darkness has long cloaked truths that humanity has tried to bury, yet your very existence challenges this silence. You carry within you a luminous force that pierces through the shadows, revealing what was hidden, forgotten, or deliberately ignored. It is in this radiant defiance that your true power lies. You may have felt the weight of this responsibility pressing down on your shoulders, as if the world's pain had somehow been handed to you alone. Yet this burden is also a profound blessing. You are the candle in a room full of smoke. While others struggle to see clearly, your flame burns steady and unwavering. It is through your light that pathways open for healing and transformation. The darkness will resist your glow. It may seek to swallow you whole or dull your brilliance, but your resilience is forged precisely to withstand this. Remember, the night exists only because the stars dare to shine. You are one of those stars, small yet fiercely bright, guiding others toward awakening. Your light is not meant to simply chase away shadows, but to invite others to look closely and embrace their own inner illumination. The world needs you to stand fearless, a beacon of hope and courage amidst uncertainty. You were born from darkness, but your destiny is to light the way. Many battles rage around you, some visible, others hidden deep within your soul. This unseen war is often misunderstood, making you feel isolated and vulnerable. Yet it is within this struggle that your strength is born. You are fighting for clarity, for truth, for a world that can no longer afford the luxury of ignorance. Externally, you face opposition, skepticism, and sometimes outright hostility. This resistance is not random. It is the natural reaction of a world clinging to illusions. But the battles within, those quiet moments of doubt, fear, and loneliness, are equally challenging. You grapple with your own humanity while carrying the weight of cosmic purpose. What sets you apart is your refusal to give in to despair. You fight not because you seek conflict, but because you understand that the cost of silence and inaction is far greater. Every day, you choose courage over comfort, vision over complacency, awakening over apathy. This invisible war connects you to all those who have walked the path of awakening before you. You are part of an ancient lineage of warriors who fought battles unseen but deeply felt. Your scars are proof of your resilience, and your victories, no matter how small, are steps toward a brighter future. In embracing this battle, you become not just a survivor, but a leader, someone who teaches others how to stand strong when the world's storms threaten to break them. This war is invisible, but your impact is undeniable. Sometimes, your most powerful messages aren't spoken aloud, but conveyed through silence. In a noisy world that demands constant expression and validation, your quiet strength is revolutionary. It's in your calm presence, your steady gaze, your refusal to engage in fruitless arguments that your true power shines. Silence can be misunderstood as weakness or indifference, but for you, it is a sacred space, a refuge, and a source of clarity. It's where your spirit gathers strength, where intuition speaks the loudest, and where your soul reconnects with its divine purpose. In silence, you listen deeply to the whispers of truth others cannot hear. This unspoken language is also a form of resistance. When chaos swirls around you, choosing silence means refusing to be pulled into reactive cycles. It's a way of maintaining sovereignty over your mind and emotions, sending a clear message that you will not be swayed by fear, doubt, or manipulation. Others may feel unsettled by your quiet power because it defies their expectations. Yet, this very defiance invites reflection and growth. Your silence challenges the world to slow down, to pay attention, and to recognize that sometimes the most profound truths need no words. Your quiet strength is a lighthouse guiding ships through stormy seas, subtle, unwavering, and essential. Honor it as one of your greatest gifts. Awareness is a double-edged sword. While it grants you profound insight and clarity, it also carries a weight few understand. Knowing the deeper truths of the world, sensing the hidden currents shaping humanity's fate, and feeling the pain beneath the surface can sometimes feel overwhelming, even isolating. This burden is often invisible to others, who may see your wisdom but not the cost it extracts. You carry knowledge that disturbs peace, questions comfort, and challenges norms. It can feel like wearing a crown forged from fire, glorious yet heavy, radiant yet demanding constant vigilance. Yet within this burden lies your strength. The very act of embracing your awareness, despite its challenges, makes you a beacon for others. You show that consciousness is a gift that comes with responsibility, and that true courage means facing uncomfortable realities without turning away. To bear this burden is to accept your role as a guardian of truth, a witness to unfolding realities others ignore. It is not a curse, but a sacred trust placed upon you by forces greater than yourself. Your willingness to be seen fully is a beacon for those who have been taught to hide their true selves. Moreover, vulnerability fuels your authenticity, making your message resonate deeply. When you speak from the heart, people feel it. They don't just hear your words, they experience your truth. This emotional honesty transcends barriers and ignites empathy and trust. Embrace your vulnerability as a superpower. It is a testament to your courage, resilience, and humanity. Through your openness, you are not weakened, but made profoundly strong. Growth is rarely gentle. It often feels like tearing down old walls, shedding layers, and enduring storms that shake your very core. This sacred discomfort is the crucible where transformation happens. Though painful, it is necessary for you to shed illusions and step into your fullest potential. You may resist this discomfort because it's frightening and exhausting. The familiar, even if flawed, is tempting to cling to. But your soul knows that true evolution requires surrender to the process, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. It's in these moments of breaking apart that you become more whole. This discomfort also deepens your empathy. Having faced your own breakdowns, you understand the struggles of others on a deeper level. It connects you to the collective human experience and fuels your mission to awaken hearts and minds. Remember, every butterfly must push through its cocoon. Your sacred discomfort is your cocoon. Embrace it as a sign of life, growth, and the promise of becoming more than you were yesterday. Standing apart from the crowd can feel like a lonely journey, but it is a profound sign of strength. Your solitude is not a punishment, but a reflection of your uniqueness and courage. Choosing to follow your truth, even when it isolates you, reveals the depth of your conviction. Solitude allows you to connect deeply with yourself, your intuition, and your purpose. It creates space for reflection, healing, and growth, away from the noise and distraction of the world. In this sacred space, your clarity sharpens and your spirit recharges. Your courage to stand alone challenges societal norms that value conformity over individuality. It reminds others that true leadership often begins with standing firm in solitude. History's greatest changemakers all knew the power of solitude. They listened closely to their inner voice when the world told them to conform. Honor your solitude as a gift, not a curse. It is the sacred ground where your inner strength flourishes, preparing you to return to the world with renewed purpose and power. Your awakening is not isolated in time, but deeply connected to ancient wisdom traditions that have guided humanity for millennia. You are part of a vast lineage of seekers, mystics, and truth-bearers whose souls resonate across ages, linking you to a timeless source of knowledge and power. This connection may manifest through dreams, symbols, synchronicities, or a deep sense of belonging to something greater than yourself. These threads weave through your life, reminding you that your path is rooted in profound spiritual heritage. Embracing this ancient wisdom grounds you in the present, while opening doors to higher understanding. It empowers you to navigate modern challenges with the insight of countless generations who faced darkness and emerged stronger. Recognizing your soul's alignment with this timeless wisdom deepens your sense of purpose. You are not alone or new. You are a continuation of a sacred story, entrusted to carry its light forward into a world longing for awakening. Passion is the fuel that drives your mission and gives you the power to persevere against all odds. It burns within you like an unquenchable flame, lighting the path through uncertainty and inspiring others to awaken alongside you. Your passion is not just enthusiasm, it is a profound commitment to truth, justice, and awakening. It stirs your soul to action, pushing you beyond comfort zones and self-doubt. When the world feels cold and indifferent, your fire becomes a source of warmth and hope. This internal blaze is contagious. When others witness your dedication and fervor, it awakens dormant desires within them to seek their own truth and courage. Your passion creates ripples that expand far beyond your immediate reach. Protect and nurture this fire within you. It is the heart of your resilience and the engine of transformation. Through your passion, you become a catalyst for profound change. Change often begins with disruption, an unsettling shaking of old structures and beliefs that no longer serve growth. Your presence is disruptive not because you seek chaos, but because transformation demands breaking down what is stagnant and false. You may face resistance, criticism, or misunderstanding, but this is a sign that your message is needed. Disruption clears space for new ideas, new ways of being, and new possibilities to emerge.